What's good, everybody? It's your boy JCG. Welcome back to the lounge. So before we head into 2024, I want to end the year with a short, but in my opinion, necessary video on a particular subject within superhero fandom. The Spider-Man fandom, to be exact. We all know Miles Morales, the second popular Spider-Man next to Peter Parker. Miles sure has excelled since his debut in Marvel Comics back in 2011. What once seemed like a side character in the larger Marvel multiverse eventually became just as well known as the original Spider-Man, thanks to the success of two major blockbusters. Despite Miles getting more and more spotlight in recent years, there are some who are not in agreement that he should be called Spider-Man. Now, I won't mention any names or point fingers at anybody in particular. That being said, I want to say something to both die-hard fans of Miles and the critics/haters of Miles. Let me say this. I like Miles. I relate to Miles if I'm being honest. I do very much relate to Peter Parker as well, but I've always felt like Miles and his story resonated with me just a little more. And not just because I'm a young black man like him. Race is only a partial factor in this. I'm more so talking about the fact that, in a way, Miles is basically me if I were a comic book character. The Spider-Verse movies portrayed Miles and his life that was almost a reflection of mine. A proud geek who isn't always great at talking to girls. Has a dad who's a police officer. Isn't exactly sure of what his future holds, but wants to do something worthwhile and help others along the way. All of these points that I just listed are pretty much similar to aspects of my life. So yeah, I relate to Miles and I do think he's grown as a character and not just a copy and paste of Peter Parker. However, that's not to say that I think he's just as good or even better than Peter. Let's be honest with ourselves, people. Miles is a Spider-Man. Miles is just as much as a Spider-Man, just like Ben Reilly, the clone of Peter from the Clone Saga, Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Punk, Spider-Man Noir, etc. Now, let me repeat that statement again, but this time add something to it. Miles, along with all these other characters I mentioned, are a few Spider-Man. But they are not the Spider-Man. Now, what do I mean by that, you ask? Miles, as much as I like him, is not the Spider-Man 99.9% of audiences have clinged to for over 60 years of the character's existence. Miles may be fine in his own right, but to say he's gonna surpass Peter at some point is being kind of dishonest. Peter Parker has more iconic stories, more memorable moments within comics, television, and films, more name recognition. Like I said, the popularity of Miles is growing. That doesn't change the fact that Miles is still somewhat in the shadow of Peter. Peter Parker has 60 plus years of history to him. Miles only has 10 plus years. And within those 10 plus years, the only noteworthy things we've gotten from him are two great movies starring him and a few video games that also feature him as a major character. Miles has his fans. I'm one of them. But he still needs more growth. He needs more time to develop so that people won't just refer to him as Black Peter Parker, even though his life for the most part is much different from Peter's. The movies and the games, to a degree, have done this better. The comics, on the other hand, have yet to truly fix Miles as a character. Because, I don't know if you have been paying attention to Marvel Comics recently, but they truly have been doing Miles dirty in recent months. If you know what I'm talking about. I recommend you all go watch this video from fellow YouTuber and one of my favorite creators, Micah Curtis. or Big Micah C, as he's now called on YouTube. He perfectly stated why this whole argument around Miles being Spidey or not is pointless and addresses the real problems with the character and what he would do to fix them. I may not agree with him on everything, but he makes good points. Miles is a Spider-Man. He's just not the one true Spider-Man. Anyways, those are my thoughts on the whole topic. Like I said, I still do like Miles. He is one of my favorite characters in Marvel as of right now. One of my favorite versions of Spider-Man, I would say. But, yeah, he's just, he's not gonna be where Peter is. I don't think he'll ever be where Peter is, because Peter is iconic. Peter is the one who we all grew up with, the one who we all have more memories of. But, you know, I am open to hearing what you guys have to say about this. Thank you all so much for watching. What are your thoughts on this whole debate? Let me know in the comments. And while you're at it, please leave a like and consider subscribing to join the lounge. Happy New Year's, people. Let's make 2024 a great year. God bless you all. I'm out. See you when I see you. Deuces.